Hey, what's good? It's DJ Loudmouth with Bossy V.
What's good, y'all?
We just finished doing an amazing radio show on WPAT 930 every Sunday night from 6 to 10 p.m. Who's Next NYC FM. And definitely vote for DJ Loudmouth for City Council District 2 and for New York City Mayor. So, yeah, even if I'm not on the ballot for mayor, you can write me in DJ Loudmouth or Jason Murillo, Murillo, and that counts as a legal vote. So let's get it.
Yes, support. I always stay heavy. Support him on his journey. He has dreams. Make sure you tune in every Sunday. And whenever he wants to go off, like, you know, he's DJ Loudmouth for nothing.
Definitely.
We out, y'all. With
All
the
right.
honest. And Vero G, shout out to Vero G too, girl. You know we love you.
That's right. And remember, I'm not running for me. We're running together for you.
Yes. Amen.
You can also call there if you want as well.
That's awesome. Intro.
Yes. Yes. It's important for y'all to understand that it's important to seek help. You know, it's okay to take a mental break sometimes, because sometimes things can be overwhelming. Life can be very overwhelming. Just always remember to take that time for yourself. Self-care is very important. And I always push that too, because even though we do what we do in the industry, it doesn't matter what type of business you're in. You have to know that especially if you have many hats in the industry, you gotta sometimes take a break, because and then you'll end up burning yourself out, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's very important.
Sorry.
Anything else y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, gratitude.
Amen.
You gotta give gratitude for your daily duties because when you wake up, hey, yo, you gotta give gratitude for that.
Yeah,
To whomever you follow.
Yeah, you know, this is identity, by the way, with they, them pronouns, and I hope you like they, them pronouns, because we share and respect pronouns here, yes?
Yes.
We do.
Love
All the
that.
time.
And what's really great about being here and talking about this stuff and talking about mental health is one of my first songs is called Take a Breath. It was written around the pandemic, around the uprising, and talking about Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, you remember all that?
Yeah.
And so I wrote the song really for my son and for everyone else to go, you know what do you do when you can't do anything? Well, the one thing we can do is take that breath in.
Yes.
And it's so important to do that, especially as
Now
artists.
it's a relief.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
Why don't we do
yeah.
another one? Let's do another one. You've been breathing for a long time. You can do it again. Let's try it again. Isn't that lovely?
That is
So yeah,
precious.
that's the most basic thing you can do for yourself, and then
So I don't beat
phone a
nobody with a
friend,
baseball
call
bat.
someone. Yeah, mental health
Yeah.
is super
I'm gonna
important.
put his name in the comments, y'all. Make sure y'all follow
Amen.
him.
Yes, amen to that. Like, I love that technique, and thank you for sharing that, because a lot of people that I deal with and I do business with, or I see all the time, they're always dealing with a lot of those things, and they always try to talk about it, but sometimes they're scared to really talk about it. And those techniques are good to learn how to deal with it, especially if they're going through something, you know.
Yeah, you know, also I noticed that when I'm on social media, I do a
Yeah.
lot of comparing. Do you do that as an
Yeah.
artist? Do you go, oh my God, I should sound like that, do like that, do my hair
I
like
don't do it
whatever."
as much, but
Yes,
by
I-
default.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't mind me saying so, Identity, I had the pleasure of seeing Identity perform. He's a hell of a performer at a showcase that went on for the gun violence, was it not?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
and
you.
he
And
spells
for
it differently
Unity, it was
too.
also
I
a
love the way
Unity
he
event.
spells it.
So I had the absolute pleasure of watching this artist, this wonderful artist here, Identity, perform live. I was very, very entertained.
Oh, well,
They-
thank you. I so
They-
appreciate it.
Yeah, can you please explain to your name, like, what it's about, so everybody can know? We know what it is, but we want to know you.
That's smart, yeah. So if you want to find me, it's I.den.t.t. And the point of it is just have fun with the letters. But I came up with identity because, you know, it's really about exploring our identities, right? It's about a non-stop process. It's a lifelong journey to find out who we are, right? Who I was 10 years ago is not the same person I am today. And we know this scientifically, right? That your body, after 7 years, every cell in your body is different. You're a whole new person, right?
Yeah.
So why are we sticking with the same old, same old? So identity is something it's worth to explore. We have our permission. If you don't have permission, I give you my permission to explore your identities and find out who you are, because that's where it all lies. And one of the main things I do is I try to spread queer joy through art. That's the point, to spread queer joy through art. And so that's what we try to do with my music and my performances and my Instagram and whatnot. And I just
And your
love being able to
costumes
do
are
that.
also,
Oh.
yeah, I love the colors.
Thank
Yes.
you, Timeless.
I only
Talk
saw a
about
few
it.
videos, but I'll be seeing more.
Yeah. And the other thing
We
I
just
do
met a few
simply,
minutes ago.
the other thing I do simply in my performances and also as my day job as a professor is I always introduce myself with pronouns. It's a simple little way, talking about mental health issues, it's a
Yeah.
simple way to make people feel a little more at ease, especially those who are part of the TGNCNB community. I know,
Yeah.
that was quick, right? Let's try that
Yeah,
again.
that one I'm learning today.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
TGNCNB is transgender, gender nonconforming, non-binary. That's
Okay.
what that means. And it's, it's the T in LGBT, and it's spread out a little bit more because it's not just one group
Different
of people.
facets of it,
Yeah.
yes,
And so
yes.
if we share our pronouns, it lets people know that maybe we respect pronouns here. Maybe I'm going to be safe in this room. And don't we all belong in the room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Thank you.
amazing. I
That's
love to
awesome.
hear explanations to the names when people give them to themselves.
That's mine. I know the terms. First time I heard it's an acronym.
Yo. But that
Mhm.
brings me to this question. Why did you pick Timeless?
Me?
Yeah, because that's
Oh my
epic.
God!
Tell us,
I'm
Timeless,
happy
who
to
are you?
explain that. No, just kidding. So Timeless is right here. It's my tattoo, and it actually is my best friends and I from childhood. We were trying to figure out what tattoo we wanted, and I was like, okay, we got to come up with a name. I did a couple Google searches, and sure enough, it was Timeless because my girlfriends and I, we don't speak to each other anymore as we used to. But when we get together, it's like the vibe never died. Our friendship is genuinely timeless.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Hence
Awesome.
why I don't just recruit anybody. Hence why I stopped recruiting because it's such an important term for me. So I don't want it to be big, widespread anymore.
Love
I
that.
want to keep it very
Well,
I
that's,
love it,
well, that's
though.
why we love you. That's
Yes.
why we are.
It's a symbol of my childhood
very
friends.
grateful to have you.
And my best
And the
friends have
team.
it too, by the way. They have the same tattoo.
Oh, really?
I have two other girls who have it.
Alright.
That's dope.
Sabrina
How many
and
people
Terry.
are listening right now are going, yes, I'm going to get one of them tattoos as well. I love that. Yes, let's show it. Yes, there it is. Love it. And I
Yeah.
just met you, Timeless, in the hallway earlier.
Yeah.
And my immediate connection with you felt timeless. And I'm not joking, y'all. I just felt like, yes, like I've known you all my life. Yeah.
She has that effect.
Effect, yes,
has
she
that
does.
Because I
Yeah,
love
she
people.
does.
I genuinely love people. Until they cross me, then I don't.
I didn't, I
Don't
didn't
cross
even
Timeless.
physically see Timeless because I did meet Timeless through TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we were always, she was so cool that it makes you desire to want to group with her and
Yeah, like she's a
and
whole
just get out
vibe.
there
And that's
just
what
have
we
some
about.
fun.
We're a whole
You
vibe
feel me?
and it
Yeah.
matches our energy.
And every time,
And genuineness too. That's a
every
big deal.
time we grouped up, we had a ball,
Every single
and
time.
it was epic.
Even now, even now, we were just
And you
waiting.
heard it.
We were just in the hallway. You saw how we were. Like at first, I felt bad because he thought we were serious. But I was getting on anonymous, and he was like, "Oh my God, did I start something?"
No,
y'all-
we do each other like that.
You all heard it here
Me
on
more.
Bossy V's show because timeless is timeless, and you heard, don't mess with time. Time will get you. Time will get you.
Exactly. Time is precious.
Time is precious.
Hey, but for first
That's
time,
how you represent.
he's hitting it. He sounds
Yeah.
like a pro. You got a good voice.
Yes.
Oh, really?
You
Yeah.
got
He has
Yeah,
a,
so
I think he has a
yeah.
voice for the video, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, so
I
ladies
have
and
to-
gentlemen,
You have everything. You have the voice, the
100%.
look, the
If you
vibe,
know how to follow
the
him,
smarts.
please
the
encourage
smarts.
him.
You know-
Support him on his journey and his music and everything he got going for him for his goals. Like really support him heavy because I support him. We all support him. And the fact that he's doing this movement for the community, come on now, who not better? His voice is just for the community. I love it. I
And
love it.
I love you all too, and I love having cis straight allies as well. Not everyone here is straight, by the way, but I'm not going to out anyone. But cis straight allies are really important because I remember a time when I remember a time when I didn't know about they pronouns and didn't understand how that worked. And I can hear people trying and working on it, and I think that's important.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the police who's like, oh, you said the wrong thing, right? But I do think that having this time, being invited here to do this talk is really important because it's just simply using the word they. By the way, I've got a little argument for y'all. You ready?
Oh boy.
I went to have lunch with a friend of mine,
Uh-oh.
big old gay man, totally gay all the way, and he's like, this they pronoun, I don't know. And I said, honey, let me tell you about this. Did you know that thou and you were the same argument hundreds of years ago? Thou was singular, you was plural.
Interesting.
And today we use you for single or plural, right?
Yeah.
See, and that's the part they don't do. They don't educate us with that type of history.
No.
They always educate the history that fits their agenda narrative.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and you know, when people make a mistake, all you do, you just say, "Ooh, I'm sorry." I mean, they. It's that simple. Yeah. So it's okay to make that happen, and I love that we get to do this together, and that we get to vibe together and do timeless work as well. Bossy B, Anonymous. We have 4 amazing artists. We got to do a collab. We got to do an album together.
Absolutely.
What? For real?
I don't sing, but I
love
could
to.
dance.
She'll be a dancer.
There's something that I wanted to ask you. How do you get a lot of supporters within your families, your groups?
Your
Yeah.
circles.
Oh, you're asking
your
me.
inner
Let's
circles.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
You get a lot of supporters.
Yeah, like
How
how was
are
that
you?
experience? Because I've heard very different
Yes.
types of experiences, and they all vary.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
never one the same.
I've been very lucky in regards to the support I get, and you know, my brand is queerness, right? I mean, when I first started, I had rainbow hair. Now I've got the rainbow eyes, and so.
Which, by the way, I really like. I've been wanting to say it for the longest, but anyway.
Thank you.
I
That's
digress.
so sweet. and so, my biological family, we're a little bit more distant, and that's for many other reasons, childhood stuff, whatever. Precious.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie Precious? Push.
Yes,
No.
I
I'm just
know.
saying.
I did.
Okay.
Little abuse stuff, but
It's a good movie, though.
Yeah, but it's about moving beyond that, right? And so
Yes.
for me, being queer is an important part of my identity, and I haven't gotten the haters yet online. I'm waiting though. I'm waiting because I'm just saying one nice beef is gonna rocket my stardom, right? You know how that works.
Yeah, unfortunately, they do get a lot of hate on them.
I do want to joke. I'm joking, obviously. I'm not looking for the hate, but I've heard tons of people like, if you don't know Alok, A-L-O-K, definitely follow them. They get tons of hate, and they do something magical that I think queer people do all the time, which is they take that hate and then they fill it with love. They'll respond to that comment with so much love, like, oh, you don't like me in this dress? You feel like I'm too hairy? What is it in you that feels like you can't love yourself?
Yeah,
I love that they do
Yeah,
that.
I
That's
seen
what another
it.
follower that I follow this a creator called Dora, and she does the same thing actually. She responds with like, and that's how I know about the drummer program because that's what she supports. And she responds with videos like in that manner as opposed to coming back with hate. She'll be more like sarcastic and use it as skits and her creativity to sort of bring that message through. And then I'm like, what an idiot. Like, they probably thought it was going to get her all mad. It really didn't. I mean, if it did, she was very good at not showing it.
And it's also true, because, again, I don't know, I'm a big fan of Loke, because they're pretty amazing. They're a comedian and performer and all that, but one of the things that they offer over and over again is that we've all been colonized, right? We've all been had this idea of who we're supposed to be. This is why my name is identity. It's about exploring the identity, getting to that authenticity. And what they offer is, Alok that is, what they offer is, hey, you know, that person's spewing hate because they don't know how to love themselves, right? And I think that's the powerful message. It's not that you're not saying anything about me. You don't know me.
Right,
You're saying this because there's something in you that you've been taught to hate.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah, it's true though, because it's the ones that would grow up with hate are the ones that are the ones like ridiculing and stuff like that. Whereas the ones who are more accepting, they probably grew up in a loving family, most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely,
And
you know, there's
that's
always that
where-
exception.
That's where it all falls into the industry too, because there's a lot of people that have been coming out, and
It's so funny.
a lot of
Why are
people
you
that have been
laughing?
coming out. It's
Wait.
like it's a little surprise to some people, but some people are not surprised.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's sad that the exposure that they're getting, it's not a respectful one, to be honest. Even though they do what they do,
I just love it.
Oh, okay.
even though they do what they do, But at the same time, it's not respecting the culture either, and what made the culture for what it is, like hip hop, R&B, and it goes on and on and on, and people don't respect that.
That's what I'm talking about. Can
You
you
know.
get some music on? I want to hear some music. My TikTok fans want to hear some music. I mean,
Oh, we gotta
it
sing
turned
it. Here we
therapeutic
go.
like for a while there.
Go press
So my turn.
Go press the
It's
button.
my turn.
All right,
My
Timeless.
name is Timeless. Been here for about an hour and a half. On
about
air
to-
for about 30 minutes.
You're about to press the button.
Yo, don't drop that. You're
We were-
responsible for
We
it.
were
He's
Timeless.
responsible.
Timeless and I were in the green room for an hour, enjoying the caviar. And
Yeah.
I know that's right.
By the way,
Wasn't it delicious?
Yeah.
That's radio talk, because that was not happening.
Yeah. I was like, really? Yeah, what he said. I don't remember,
In
but it
that-
happened.
But
He
in
said
that
it
in that
happened.
cup, there was a lot of caviar
I
and
know
all
that's right.
Caviar.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got my own caviar in this cup.
There's
What's
more in
in
the
your
other
cup
cup.
today?
So can we talk as artists for a second? And yes,
Yeah.
definitely queer talk is important because
Yes,
representation is
please.
important. I don't know if y'all know this. One more serious bit. Since January 2024, we've had over 400 plus anti-LGBT legislation flowing through the system.
I did hear that.
Over 400,
That's
close to
insane.
500,
Yeah.
right? So, and that's the only ones that the ACLU are tracking.
And some
so
of
there may
them
be
are
more.
like very close to genocide, which is
Right.
really concerning.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
I don't do the votings. I vote, but I don't do the whole lobbying and politics stuff as much, and that's why I do music, because that's my little way of my little contribution,
Yeah.
giving a little bit of queer joy to the world. But I want to ask y'all,
Yeah.
what is joy in music for you?
Oh my
Ooh, the
goodness.
interviewer becomes the interviewee.
But I love it though.
I love it.
Jinx.
What does it do for you, you mean?
Yeah, like for you, where's the
Everything.
joy?
The joy is in the lyrics, the joy is in the beat, the joy is in the ability to dance to it. Everything. I love music.
The
Like,
joy,
it's
the
just-
joy is being able to manifest something that
Yes.
came out of your heart and soul, and
Mhm.
it being heard. Do you know? Even each song that I record, it doesn't matter if I satisfy myself just by listening to it. It's a success.
Wait,
because
did he just say satisfy myself while I listen to it?
Mhm.
Was
I
that
don't think he
code?
meant it that
No,
way.
okay,
not
okay,
that
okay.
way.
But
I didn't mean
I
it
think
that
he meant
way.
he meant like when you think about
I'm content,
manifestation.
okay.
No, I get you because you be
I'm-
seeing my content, right? I get into it.
Yeah,
You get into
Yeah.
you get into it, like you start to remember what the situation was when that song came out,
Yes.
or even like honestly, sometimes I'd be like, oh, you know what? I didn't know this person, but this song is definitely for that person,
Yeah.
even though I didn't know when the song came out.
And Joe, you better believe I definitely got some songs that I will never put out there, but it still do something for me. You feel me?
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
You know, one of my biggest songs right now, which has the remix you heard earlier, Be the Cloud,
Yeah.
that actually was not meant for public consumption. I wrote that for my partner as a Christmas gift. And then I was like, good morning, Christmas, here it is. And it's a song about differences in relationships. You know how, like, when you first meet someone,
Yeah.
they're different and you notice it and you're like, oh my God, that's so cute, right? A couple of weeks later, you're like, oh my God, that's so annoying, right? So that's what the song is about. It's about the differences. Like, I'm a night owl. He's a day person, right?
That's cute,
Yeah,
though.
yeah. It's not
Okay.
cute. It's not cute in our house.
Aw.
but the song is about celebrating those differences,
But that's
right?
what I mean.
Because
that's
that's
really,
what,
really
yeah.
cool. Like that's really nice to express that in a song. That's why I love music too. Like to me, music is like I'm intrigued by the author.
Mm.
Once you author your whole music, I'm just like, whoa, okay, I could take this on the road. It's very therapeutic.
What song are y'all working on? Are you working on any projects lately?
Well, to that question, it'll be for you. But we
Oh.
have a lot
wait, Thomas.
going on. A lot of things going on. Stay tuned for that. I have to release my fourth album
The
soon.
disrespect.
So yeah, it's a
Don't
Vero
listen to him.
playlist.
He
You
needs
know,
to
it's,
do it.
it's not for the kiddies. So
Oh.
don't
Yeah.
make
Ooh,
fun of
wait,
me.
did you all hear this?
No, what happened?
Yeah, they
The fourth album
go
is
ahead.
a bedroom playlist.
Oh,
It's not
Yes.
for the kiddies.
I know that. I'm a partner and manager.
He's crazy.
Is it like
Oh my
that
God.
song
He's like,
"Love
yes.
to Love You" where there's a lot of moaning and?
I think
Yeah,
love
it's,
to-
it's dangerous.
Oh.
That
I
album
helped
is very-
conceive and produce
Oh
it.
my God.
Oh! He
Oh
went-
my God! It just got out of
I'm
here.
I'm taking it all off.
Ooh, excuse me, I gotta take off my shirt. Hold on,
I'm
hold on.
totally kidding. I'm totally kidding right now. I'm totally-
Excuse me, I'm a little hot.
Woo, right? It got hot in
Get
here
outta
for
here.
some reason.
I thought
Get outta
this was a
here.
family
Look,
show.
even this was coming off. Look, even this came off.
Oh my goodness. Oh, for
Do
those
y'all
of you
wanna
at
sit
home,
next to each
for those
other?
of you who
We
are
good,
at
like,
home,
we
We're
good, we
good.
good.
for those of you
There's
at
a
home
reason
who
you're there.
cannot
Oh,
see
my
what's
bad, my
happening, Bossy V was just showing how
Yeah.
the tip of the mic was coming off her microphone.
Oh,
just so you can see it.
we call it here in the studios the condom.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Talk about
Put it
metaphors.
Contraceptives, please.
So
I even say, though.
I feel like you're really telling us about your album that's coming
Oh
out.
my God.
For those of you who are hearing that background noise, that is Timeless.
With the
Pulling the
microphone.
condom on
Oh
and
my
off,
back,
on and
my
off,
bad,
on and
even
off.
realize
Getting some practice.
Uh-oh.
Like I said,
Are we picking up the air?
it's not for children. It's not for children, so it won't be available for children because I make sure when I do albums, specifically, it doesn't come out for kids. Because I have children of my own, even though I know if they be finding things, but still, that's the point. So, yeah, it'll be out soon. What's going on with you? What's the project? What's new? What's you doing today? Like, I always say that.
You talking to
today.
me or Timeless?
Yes, you. Oh!
I just got attacked by a soundboard. Is that soundboard? Is that what they're called? I need a picture of that. So the question was, what am I doing?
You can't say.
We're all laughing into the mic so professionally. This is a
Sorry.
laugh show
Is
now.
this such a happy?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We are a good group.
Yes.
So one of the things that's on my mind now is I can't wait to get your album. Do you know when it's coming out? Because I want to listen to it at home with Mom.
It's actually be in the middle of this coming month. It'll be out.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm practically.
So coming out in May.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really dope. I can't wait, and I'm actually super happy about this album. I'm actually very pleased about this album because from my very first album, it was a Vero playlist. But if you compare it, if you start listening to my very first album and then you listen to this album, you'll be like, the growth is so infectious. I love
Like
it.
how many inches?
It's big. The growth.
Are we still talking about the album?
Yeah, the album.
Are we talking about
But
the album?
I do want to say that she calls that album Bedroom Playlist when all her music is Bedroom Playlist.
Yeah, that's part of the
True.
music that you was hearing singly. They each come from the album, the first album, and then the new album that's coming out is the ones that are actually going to be part of the album. That's why I didn't release too much because a lot of people keep asking me about the new song that I just actually recorded called Little Freak.
Ooh.
And
Stop talking about me.
but I haven't released it. I haven't released it yet because of the fact it's going to be part of the album. I don't want to put too much out there, you know?
Yeah, no. I can't wait.
I
for
give
it.
him a
I'm
taste.
excited. and
Actually,
there we go.
DJ Loudmouth, he actually popped the cherry and he put it out and he was showing everybody the new song. It was really nice that he did that. I actually wasn't expecting that because I really wanted him to hear it to see if I need to change it because he does radio editing. He does radio editing.
okay.
So,
I'm a music producer.
Yeah, so I didn't want to like jeopardize the guidelines, you know what I'm saying? So if I needed to radio edit for a version for him, I would have done it. But then he said it was fine for the other, type of streaming. So I was like, okay, cool. And he played it and I was like, it sounded so good on the radio. I loved it.
love that. I can't wait to hear it. And you know what's crazy is sometimes I'm driving when I'm listening to music, and if I'm driving listening to this, I might need to pull over is what I'm hearing.
Oh, I hope your partner be there.
I know that's right.
Partner or no partner,
It just
it's gonna be
got
hot.
in
I'm
here.
gonna sign on to my OnlyFans and then make lots of money there.
You heard, you heard that?
You know what I
ain't mad at you.
Get input on. And we as artists, you got yourself and your project going on. Bossy, myself, Timeless. What does it feel like to see your manifestation in the mouths of others and vibing and dancing to it and all that.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I've got 3 people who know my songs, which is
wow.
wonderful.
Yeah.
An
I'm
entire
gonna
three.
duet
I'm
you.
kidding.
I'm gonna couple.
I'm kidding. I think I'm getting a following. I don't know how this
Well,
works. I do it for the
song.
love.
We all have
but,
to duet.
but I was just about to talk about that. I was just going to
We
talk
have
about
to
how
duet them so that way we
I-
can expose.
Yeah.
I was at Purchase College performing "Sick to Work," and which is I'm so many little babies. You know how that works. All
Can
your
we
songs.
call? Can, I
Yes.
actually like that. Can
Call
we sing it?
in sick to work.
Call
in
sick to work.
Call in sick to work.
Call in sick to work. Yeah.
Don't
So-
worry, it's not happening tomorrow. I'll be at work.
Yeah, don't.
So Anonymous,
yeah,
you were
know how,
asking me
right?
that question, and what was beautiful about that moment was the radio, the speaker battery went out or whatever, and so like the sound just cut, and I was like, "Help me out!" And I started singing it live without a mic, and the audience was singing along, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" I mean, I'm performing, so I had the face on, but inside, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, they know my song! They know my song! They know my song!"
Yeah.
It's just so exciting. I mean, it's humbling. It's
exciting,
humbling to
yeah.
think that
Yes.
I make a difference in other people's lives. And
Uh-huh.
I feel like in my
Yeah.
50 years, I've been thinking that over and over again. I always forget that we make impact on other people's lives. And I think everyone
Yes.
does, but we don't
Yeah.
always know that we do.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
Eh,
I love that saying. I don't want people to remember who I am. I want them to remember how I made them feel.
Amen.
Back
and
to
then-
your
and then
album.
that bring, okay. But I will say this
That's a
though.
different feeling.
That effect. I will say this, Devin.
Sorry.
That Timeless. I released a song recently, my most released song, and it wasn't released like a matter of hours or maybe a day or so.
Mm-hmm.
And Timeless, without even hearing the song, she knew and uttered
Yes.
every word.
Oh my gosh.
It's on
I
my.
was like,
It's on my.
wow.
I think I pinned it. I think.
So
I did really good. I don't usually do that good, but I did really good.
that's
Mhm.
amazing. I love that for you.
Yeah.
And that's
Okay.
what it's all about.
Back to your
you
album.
know? Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Actually, that was me distracting you from
Yeah.
asking me about
I'm
mine.
waiting. See, I would love to do Bussy V's, but you know that's stuff you do in private. So you know, only that special one is gonna see those you know
Things.
those dances. So.
Oh.
Streaming live on OnlyFans tonight.
Yeah. Oh God. No, do
No.
not listen
Okay.
to them.
Okay.
I do not. Timeless does not have an
For the
OnlyFans.
record,
So-
I don't either, so we not
Well,
gonna
I
do
do.
that.
Keep it above 50, man. I got
The lie.
I'm glad I don't have a
Sometimes they
time.
want me to wear the fire department suit. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
So, in all seriousness, I do have new music coming out.
Oh,
And-
okay, wait.
I'll set the scene a little bit.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you heard this, but people have been saying like LGBTQ or trans people or gender stuff.
Yes,
It's all
please
new.
correct
They're
it.
all like it's new,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
And so I got
But
tired.
it's really
of-
not.
Yeah, it's not. And so what I've done is I've done some research, and trans folks are ancient. I mean, you've heard of Two Spirit.
I
maybe.
did hear
You've
about
heard
that,
of
yeah.
Mahu people from Hawaii. So you've got
There's
people.
also history with multiple genders.
Right,
So
right,
it's not
right.
just two.
And- right. It was white colonists that said, "Hey,
And
you're
the
doing it wrong."
animals, don't get
Right,
into the
that's
animals.
right, that's right.
There are some animals.
Yeah.
So that's
So
the
my new
question.
song, right?
That's
So my
the
new.
question I want to have asked you, because I was in a discussion with that on live
serious, don't laugh.
on TikTok, right? I was in the TikTok and there was a live discussion on trans men, right? How you feel about that? Because there was different people in there and they were talking about how they feel towards someone, a woman turning into a man physically and all that. Like, how do you feel towards that? Because some rejected to it.
Yeah, I would say that we, as Americans, let's just speak for Americans, because I have a right to speak for everyone here now, apparently.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course, you're the voice.
Yes.
But what I've noticed
You're the
is
voice.
Americans have a hard time remembering the past. Like, oh, Barack Obama became president. We don't have racism anymore, right? Like I think people just lost their minds for a moment. Racism still exists, right? And I think when we talk about trans people, whoever they are, right?
Yeah.
We're forgetting that
You
trans
are
people.
yours.
Oh, we can hear you in the mic. Trans people have been here forever, and it's white colonist mindset that have taught us that gender is supposed to be this, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's problematic for everyone, because I gotta tell you, I don't want to be the one to kill the spiders just because I have certain parts, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it shouldn't be about that. And so I think it's not trans people that have the issue. I think it's American culture has, and maybe wider than that, societal issues
Yeah.
about gender. It's ridiculous.
No,
It's
they were like-
absolutely
Because that's what they
It's
ridiculous.
just,
think
you
that's
know,
normal.
shout out to my
Yeah.
friend, she's been like doing this whole community thing and trying to get these answers because some people like judge them for going.
Yeah, slide into my DMs. I'd love to talk to you all about that.
Yes.
Let me tell you about my new song now.
Oh, yes, tell me.
So for Pride Month, we're trying to create something fun and interesting because, you know, I'm
Yeah.
all over in Pride. And so we have a song, and I'm going to ask you and your listeners to tell me what you think. It's going to be called A-U-R-E. Is that stupid? I don't know.
What does it mean? Audi?
A-R. It depends if I looked it up. It's
Oh.
in French it's R, but it's actually an acronym for ancient. We are ancient. We are
Oh.
universal. Sorry,
nice.
that was weird. We are universal. We are radiant, and we are eternal.
Okay.
Right.
Ancient, universal, radiant, and eternal.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And side note, when I looked it
Yes.
up online, I was like, "Can I use that? Can I use that? Is it going to be weird for people? Is it going to be like?" So I looked it up, and apparently it's a quote unquote girl's name, and in
Oh.
French it means wind.
Oh.
And then I did some more digging. I was like, just in case. And I found something that was really bad. Can I say that on here? I don't know.
It depends.
an
Is it
Arab-
8 o'clock?
It's an
You
Arabic
got 2
slang,
minutes.
and it means my penis.
Oh, wow.
I was like, well,
yeah.
how many people know Arabic slang? I guess people who speak Arabic would know.
Yeah.
But it would be an inside joke, I guess. It would be an inside joke. I don't know. You'll have to
Yeah.
shout at me at i.dn.t.t. Let me know. A-U-R-E. Would that work? If it works, then great.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we'll be back in a few. We're about to get a little music, a little work gig, but DJ Loudmouth in the building.
I know that's right.
Who's
About
next?
damn time for the
NYC.
music.
Yeah, he
Yes.
was craving for music. It was like, don't touch buttons. So here we go, y'all. Let's go.
So much fun hanging out with y'all.